Maybe you've heard the story of the 4 philanthropists. Has anyone heard that? I think it was actually Wayne Dwyer who was the one who originally came up with it, but it doesn't matter. The point is, the story goes that there was a village and an invading army came in and took over the village, and even though the soldiers in the village fought valiantly, they lost to the enemy that was invading their village, and they captured all the men who fought to try and save the village, and they put them in a prison right outside of the village, and they were living in horrible, horrible conditions. And so there were 4 philanthropists that lived in the village, entrepreneurs. And they had financial means, and so they said, we've got to do something. So the first philanthropist went to the prison camp where the men of the village were and said, I understand that the men are drinking horrible, diseased water. It's dirty, and it's making them sick. I'd like to take all the money that I've made in my life, and I want to donate it and provide clean water for the soldiers who are in this prison. And the enemy said, okay, that's fine. They agreed to it. And that philanthropist provided clean water for them, and he felt like he fulfilled a mission, a purpose in his life. The next philanthropist, seeing that, went to the camp and said, I have a huge farm, and we grow a lot of vegetables, and I want to take all the vegetables and produce and the meats that we produce, and I want to feed it to the soldiers because they're malnourished and they're not getting good food, good clean food consistently. And so the prison guards agreed to that, and the philanthropist then donated all fresh food and meats to the soldiers who were in there in the prison, and he felt like he had also accomplished his life mission. The third philanthropist went to the prison wanting to do something and saw that the men were sleeping on the ground where it was cold and there was only rocks and there was no comfort, no blankets. So he said, I want to take all my money and I want to donate beds and blankets and pillows so that these soldiers can at least sleep in comfort at night, not on the cold ground. And the prison guards agreed to it. And so he then provided blankets and pillows and comfort. Now, the fourth philanthropist was a saint. And she said, these men are still suffering in comfort. So she snuck into the prison camp, stole the keys, and freed the prisoners. And there are a lot of people who suffer in comfort. And what I mean by that, as an entrepreneur myself, and as many of you, all of you in here are entrepreneurs as well, we have pretty damn good lives. We make pretty good money. We live in a nice house. We have a car. We have comforts. We have food, clean water. We have a good life, but we're still suffering. And I think a lot of that suffering is just because we're not really seeing our full potential. And there are things that we put ourselves into our own prisons, and we hold ourselves back. And we prevent ourselves from truly becoming the entrepreneur, to becoming the philanthropist that we can. And so I hope over this time that you spent with us at boot camp that we've helped you to think bigger, to dream bigger, and know that it doesn't end here. That, hopefully we are the company that gives you the keys to get out of whatever prison that you're in right now so that you don't suffer in comfort. And we appreciate you, we love you, and we work really hard for you. So before we dismiss everybody, I want to bring up the people that make it possible, that work super hard behind the scenes, that some of you know, some of you don't know. I want to bring them up and just give them a little recognition for the hard work that they do. Come on up. Come on. Dave! First, let's do a bow. Everybody bow.